You can't keep progressing through your healing alone. There comes a point where you have to stop and realize that the effort it takes for you to do the healing work by yourself increases and it increases and increases versus the effort that it takes when you can come alongside someone and be vulnerable with them, be who you really are with them, and see in their reflection, in their heart reflection, see who you are reflected back. The difference is you can choose to do it alone, but it gets harder and harder to know if what you're seeing reflected back in your life, in your thoughts, in your emotions, is actually what's really going on, or is it something that you're constructing in your own head? Versus when you're in connection with someone, you can share what's in your heart with them, and you can watch, and you can listen, and you can hear, if you take the time, what's really going on in your heart. Like, subscribe. If you're interested in taking your first step, and maybe you've never done it before, if you're interested in taking your first step and reaching out and connecting with another person, there's a link in the description below. It's a free call. You can call me. We can have a 30-minute chat where we can start that whole process, and you can see what it actually takes when you open up, when you actually do work with another person, rather than just learning the long and hard way and processing alone. Sure, we need time. Sure, we need space. Sure, part of our process a lot of times is on our solo journey where we take a step away from things and we learn how to process and heal and feel our own feelings, what's going on inside. Taking space for ourselves is important, but don't get twisted, because sometimes we use a healthy pattern and we just start using it and using it and using it. And the more we use a healthy pattern for what it wasn't originally intended for, step away and heal, I need some time to think about me. What happens when we start using that healthy pattern in ways that aren't really what it was designed for? We can think that we're doing the healthy work when in actuality we're not, okay? So let's remember that when we talk about why we need other people, okay? And let's just think from like a high level lens. We grew up a very long time ago in small batches of people where I'm gonna go get the fish, you're gonna get the berries, you're gonna take the deer hide and make it into clothes so that in winter we don't freeze, you're gonna get the wood. Everyone had an important role. Everyone needed each other. And if the group wasn't a cohesive group where everyone was doing their own individual thing for the greater whole, then they would all die, okay? So let's remember how necessary in our wiring it is to have people that we're in connection with that can help us in ways that we can't help ourselves, okay? So when I say you need someone to help reflect back a different part of yourself, what I'm really saying is you're incapable of realizing your blind spots. There's ways in which we act and we think that are so normal to us, but if it's not for someone else reflecting back, hey, that doesn't fit in our group. Hey, no, like, you have to realize you don't recognize that you're acting that way, but it's not actually a healthy way of acting. We need that group connection. We need that interpersonal connection to show us different aspects of us that we're blind to, that we're easily avoiding because we don't need to confront it. But when you're in connection with other people, people who's aiming their hearts at something good, when you're in connection with people where you can step out and be vulnerable, where you can step out and be authentic, if you're in connection with those people, they're going to show you aspects of yourself just by you showing up, not even necessarily them saying anything. They're going to show you aspects of yourself that you don't even get to realize. And so when I say that the process of healing and doing your own healing work by yourself takes a very long time, because for a while it works, but then eventually it takes a lot of effort to recognize the parts of things that there's no reason that you would recognize. We need our other people in our lives that we can open up to and we can trust that they're going to be a safe place for us to process. And maybe you're saying, yeah, that's great. I don't have that. Good. Get it. I'm here. I have a link in the description below. Click on it. The 30-minute free call where you can practice that for 30 minutes with me. And I can be that safe place for you. And I can help point out some areas where maybe you don't recognize that you're blind, that you're missing out on. It's about connection, okay? The connection with someone else is going to reflect to you who you really are, okay? And maybe we've learned, maybe you've learned how to pull away and to trim off the connection limbs, being like, well, I guess that wasn't really a good connection. I guess it wasn't great. And then maybe eventually you're just slowly narrowing yourself in where you don't have a lot of connections left. I get it. I've been there, okay? We all need our time in the shadows. We need our time alone. But the thing to remember this is that in nature there is no such thing as a lone wolf unless the wolf is sick, kicked out of the pack, or dying. There's no lone wolves. We are pack animals. We thrive in connection with other people. You need people. I need people. We need our connections because that's where we thrive, in a tribe, in a group, in a community, where we can present ourselves and fit ourselves into a group and learn more and more about ourselves, because that's really what it comes down to at the end of the day, is we want to be the best version of ourselves, and the best version of ourselves, and I'm sorry for those of you that want everything to do with not interacting with other people, the best version of ourselves comes out when we step into the uncomfortable place, when we go to the place where you don't want to go, where we present ourselves where we would rather hide. We need each other. We need our connections. There's no lone wolves. There's no lone wolves. Maybe for a second, that's a place you can be, but it's not a place you can rest. We're here for success. We're here for victory. We're here to win, but not at the expense of our own souls. We win when all of us wins, when our entire body wins, our body, mind, spirit, and soul, and our emotions. We need all of us to win. And sometimes that means stepping out and doing something scary, but that's what we do. That's what you have to do. Because part of the healing is saying, I'm just gonna step out where my body's screaming, don't. Because that's how we start being brave for ourselves, and that's how we start having a deeper and deeper connection with ourselves. And in this setting, it's about connecting with someone else and opening your heart to them. I'm here for you if you need someone. But the ball's in your court. It's on you. You're the one that's holding you back from growing. You have to step up. You have to be the change you want to see. It starts with you. Always starts with you. And it starts with me. Love you guys.